So I was thinking, while I'm up here talking about other people's experience with stalking, let me tell you about my experience. I was about 21, 22, and I was living at my first apartment by myself on Forest Avenue. They were called Hampton Square. I thought I was so the funk. Had my own apartment with my child working, and I had this 1983 diesel Maxima. And this was the year, probably 1991. So I was working as a nursing assistant for many different agencies. And my favorite one was Thomas Medics, located on Main Street in walking distance from where I lived. Actually, they were off of Main Street. So I would do my normal routine, go to work, come home, go to my mom's house, go to other family members' house, come home, especially on the weekend, 10:30, 11 at night. And I wasn't scared because I knew people in my apartment complex, and they were always people out hanging, like talking, hanging in the swimming pool. So a couple times I came home in the evening, and as soon as I went to open the door, the outside door to the apartment complex, this guy would open it right as I got up to the door. And the first time I was like, oh, thank you, because I had my son. And half the time my son was asleep, so I had to carry him in the house. And he was a big 3-4-year-old. And I had probably other things on my hand. I lived on the second floor. Our mailboxes were on the right side of the wall as soon as you come in the main door. And I found out later he lived on the bottom floor, either with his wife or his girlfriend. So I noticed another time I came home in the evening, and he was at the door, like, holding it for me. I was like, oh, thank you. And I really didn't think anything of it. It was like a coincidence again. So there was a store, like a mini grocery store. I think it's called People's Market. I would see him in there, like at the same time I was in there. And one day it occurred to me that he might have been following me because I was at the cash register checking out, and he was right in front of me. He said something to me. I can't remember what he said, but it was weird. I was like, why do I keep seeing this man? And I had these sheer curtains, I thought sheer was in, they look so elegant. And one day, I was in my bedroom, I think rocking my son to sleep, and it was this abandoned mansion across the street. And I saw someone's shadow with one light on, just looking across the hall, looking across the street. I don't know who they were looking at, but I had this sense that he was looking at me. This was so freaking scary. When I noticed that person was in that abandoned house, like looking across the street. I kind of froze, but I got up and grabbed the sheet off my bed and put the sheet over the curtain rod. And I did the same thing in the living room. I love sheer curtains. But now, after that incident, I never got sheer curtains unless it was a border behind it. So, that same night, I went to bed and I heard someone whispering my name under my bedroom window. Sherry, Sherry, Sherry. I froze like I was actually frozen. My brain just like, I couldn't think. I was in my bed. I did not move until the morning. And I kind of figured it was him because one day I came in. He's like, "Hi, Sherry." I don't know if I said hi back or not, but it was like freaky. So I decided I would be in before dark. Oh, and get this. One day I woke up, I had to go to work, and two of my tires were slashed. Like, I didn't run over anything. I didn't run over a nail. Two of my tires were slashed. And it was this shop on Springfield Street, Tiger Auto. They were so good. They were so good to the customers. I called him. I was in a panic. You know, I was struggling, didn't have money. So he came. I towed the car there. He gave me a ride home. And then after the car was fixed, he came and picked me up. You know, he worked with people that were struggling, especially single mothers. Because he told me a story about his wife or his mother was struggling. But so after that he was like, "Hi, Sherry." I hardly went out again. I definitely didn't come home after dark. And I think I saw him a couple more times at the store up the street. And I just avoided him. And then sometimes I would be coming in during the day or leaving, and I would see him and his girlfriend outside. And he did not say anything to me. Every time he saw me when he was with his girlfriend. But when he was out, "Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sherry." Behind me, in front of me, holding the door for me. It was weird. I don't know what happened after that. I think I might have moved out, and they were still there. But, yep, that's the story of one of my stalkerish times, and that was not fun. Like, being stalked is not fun. Yeah. Until next time.